Well, well, hi everyone. I keep being asked, what on earth is it like becoming a YouTuber in your 50s? Because that's really old, isn't it? Yeah, thanks for that, folks. Now, so I thought I would start sharing some stuff. Sorry if the camera's wobbling. Now, thing is, I started YouTube kind of by accident. I'd been made redundant after, like, I don't know, 30 years, something like that, at a major insurance company at the age of 52. And I thought, what shall I do now? So I started going to the British Motor Museum a couple of days a week. As a museum assistant, absolutely love it. It's brilliant. And of course, we'd paid off our mortgage, so I could afford to only work part-time. And yeah, absolutely awesome. I'm a total petrol head. So as you can imagine, it is, you know, absolute paradise for me working there. And I work with some brilliant, crazy people. It really is just so good. Anyway, along came COVID as well. And, you know, I did a lot of watching YouTube and thinking, I wonder how hard can it be? I bet it's really, really difficult. Oh, I'm too old. I'm really too old to be doing things like YouTube. Surely you've got to be, 25 at the oldest or something like that. Anyway, time went on and I started watching some people who inspired me a lot. The first one was Daniel Cooper, and because his videos were so just simply and beautifully filmed, and he was just so good at what he does, his art was just beautiful. And I thought, you don't need big fancy filming rigs and production crews. And at that point, his videos, there were very little editing in them. They were just very, very simple top-down filming. And I thought, I can do that. Because his videos were all about, you know, the craft. And obviously he came over as a really lovely guy as well, as being very talented. But the filming side of it didn't look difficult. So I thought, so thank you, Daniel. You showed me that you didn't have to be like Mr. Beast to have a good YouTube channel that people would like to watch. I then saw a couple of other crafters who actually weren't that good. But they were quite show busy and people were attracted to their personalities and things like that. And I thought, well, you know, I'm no Daniel. My work is not that good. And, but I can do what they do, and I'm full of ideas, and I think I could just have fun doing it, and I don't really mind whether it succeeds or not. I can just have fun. Anyway, I started making the videos, just filming with my phone, which I still am. This is an iPhone 13 you're watching me on. And I gradually started buying myself better gear. Like, I haven't got a microphone on at the moment. You're just listening to me through my phone as well. I should have a little lavalier mic on. Didn't bother digging it out, to be honest. This was just a stick my camera out and start talking. No plan, just wanted to talk to you thing. So I started buying a bit more gear, none of it expensive. It's all on a hell of a budget. And it kind of started to grow like a weed. I was getting a lot of interest from people, a few idiots, a few trolls, which really, really upset me early on. By this point, I got in touch with Daniel, and he said, ignore it, just ignore it. Don't stress over it, don't reply, just delete. I'm trying to learn from that, thank you, Daniel. That was very good advice. But I also got in touch with Wendy from Toonpish Craft because I'd seen Wendy's creations. I'd realised that she also likes dragons and purple. And she just seems such a lovely, fun lady, and again, very talented. And so I managed to speak to her, and I was absolutely blown away because to me, this was, I'm talking to a couple of celebrities here, you know. And she agreed to do a collaboration with me. Now, that collaboration, we both made dragons, and they had to have purple in them. And it went really nicely. Wendy did, her make was beautiful. In fact, she sent it to me. It's still got pride of place next to my television in our lounge. Now, that obviously gave me a big boost because suddenly Wendy's audience were seeing me, so that was amazing. Then enter Claire's Crafty Corner. Claire has been absolutely awesome. I remember at the NEC last year at Makers Central, I think I was just on the verge of monetising, and I'd got my t-shirt. I'd made a t-shirt with my mini scenes logo on and YouTube written all across the back. And I bumped into Claire and Wendy. I had hoped to do so, and they were just so lovely. It was great to talk to them. But as I went round later, every time I bumped into Claire, she was like tugging at my t-shirt and going, "Here's his mini scenes. You must all subscribe." And just, it was just fantastic. I laughed so much, and I thought, oh, how kind. Anyway, I had got a load more subscribers when I got home. So people like Wendy, Claire and Daniel, who have been supporting me in the background and just linking me in things, mentioning me, just being such good friends. I mean, whenever I get stuck with something, I can, you know, they're just so supportive. They're just wonderful, wonderful people. My goodness, what a difference that made. People have said, well, how on earth did you get a little craft channel from zero to monetising in about, I think it was about 4.5 months. Apparently that's quite good for a craft channel, because let's face it, we're very niche. But that's how it was. One, I got very prolific, and two, I had some really nice people, genuine supportive people helping me. Just that moral support, that you know, helping to put word out and things like that. I mean, I just you've heard me wax lyrical about those three before, so I really shouldn't go over it all again, should I? But incredible. And I will always have fond memories of Claire tugging at my t-shirt and pointing at the logo and telling people to subscribe. It was so funny and so brilliant. Absolutely awesome. So anyway, yes, I've kind of carried it on because I really enjoy doing it. And all of my working life, I wish that actually I could make a living doing crafty stuff, because let's face it, if you're a crafty person, it's what you want to do. But there's no way I could do it that would pay the bills until YouTube came onto my radar. And I always wanted to mess about with cars. Now, I never wanted to be a mechanic. I'm not mechanically minded. But to be able to just watch over them and talk about them and dust them, and you know, so the idea of working at the biggest collection of British historic vehicles in the world by a long way, where the cars are kept in mechanical running order and they go out and they do stuff. They're real cars still. It's just, you know, people say I'm living the dream. I think I actually am. One day maybe I'll get time to retire. But all the support from the people around me and all the lovely viewers and subscribers. Oh, we've got such a lovely crafty gang going on YouTube. It's amazing. Bring this discussion round, because that's the kind of backdrop. Bring this discussion round to what it's like suddenly going into something like this when you're 55, as I was at the time I started this. It's a little bit odd. You know, people saying, you're doing what? But you're over 30. You can't do YouTube. Why not? Yes, it was odd. I'd got no one to talk to initially because I didn't know anybody else doing stuff on YouTube. So I spent a lot of time researching, watching the likes of Nate Black, Nick Nimmin, Think Media, all those people that you watch if you want to do YouTube. And it made it sound complicated but doable. And also some of it I didn't need to know for the sort of thing I was going to be doing. Oh, that's the fish tank. Sorry, it's going to get noisy now. Fish tank's just turned itself back on. So all in all, I did a lot of prep. I made a huge amount of notes. This was a being grown up about it, you see. And just decided to go for it. So other than people being surprised, it's kind of worked. Things I found is I get a new gadget and I have to read the instructions. And I have to put these on. So that's a bit, you know, that's a being over 50s YouTuber. I'm finding a lot of people looking at me and being surprised still. So, what? You're a YouTuber? You don't look like one. What does a YouTuber look like? Other things I found out though is I've looked at the analytics for my main channel, and guess what the average age group is for my audience? Yeah, it's about the same as me. So we kind of get each other, you know. When we all get on a live chat, premiere chat, most of us are around the same age group. There's some older, some younger. mostly ladies, but there are some fellas in amongst the group as well. And we just get along because we're just really into what we're doing and appreciate and understand each other. It's amazing. So I found my community through this, and it's not what I expected at all. It's been quite funny in some ways, because some of the things that you would expect me to know, like the settings on an iPhone, you know, I think of myself as, for my age, I'm quite reasonably techie because I love gadgets, but I don't really know how they work half the time. So people will say, oh, what settings are you using on your phone? I go, I don't know, and I have to fiddle about and look for them and things like that. So yeah, there are some odd bits and pieces to it, but I'm having fun. So my message to you is, age isn't a barrier. Anyway, what I'm going to do with this channel is just film stuff. It's going to be a bit of a like a blog. I'm probably only going to upload sort of, I don't know, once a week or something like that. I might have a little mad fit and you'll get a load at some point, and then it might go weeks when you don't get any videos from me. It depends what's going on. But what I want to try and do is just basically show you what it's like and what I'm doing, and how I'm finding the whole YouTube thing and various other stuff. I'm going to have a, you know, older person thing, like random rants about stuff. You've probably already seen the first video I put on this channel is a random rant. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that, whilst it will be just what it's like being a YouTuber, it'll also be what's it like generally in my life doing this at my age, and some other things that just are what's happening around me. So it might be a little bit random, this channel, but it will be a kind of a bit of a blog. So it's going to be about me and what's going on. That sounds very self-centered, doesn't it? What I need you to, which it's not intended to be, this is actually answering questions I was getting asked. So if there's anything you particularly want me to show you about my life as a now nearly 57-year-old YouTuber, and you know, what's going on and how I'm finding things, or anything you particularly want me to do, I'm thinking maybe some product reviews might be useful if they're related to what I'm doing on this channel as a 57-year-old YouTuber. I don't know. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. This was very much done by request. So keep them coming. Pop them in the comments below. Drop me an email if you want. miniscenesgb@gmail.com is my email address. And my other channels, if you haven't already spotted them, the main channel where I do all my crafting is miniscenesgb. I've also got another channel where I'm doing random things. It's called Tracey's Random Stuff, and it'll have my fish tanks, my terrarium builds. It's all very amateurish. I really am not an expert at any of this. It'll have videos of my guinea pig, all sorts going on. So yeah, that's Tracey's Random Stuff. I'll put you a load of links below anyway. I've also got a store on Creative Fabrica. I've got my own store, miniscenes.co.uk, where I sell crafty stuff. And I've also got, if any of you got Apple Watches, I've got a store on Facer with some of my AI art that I turn into watch faces, and they're free for you to download, so help yourself. I'll put you the links for all of that down below. Anyway, time to stop waffling, and I hope the noise of the fish tank hasn't been too distracting, because this is another thing I don't know how to do. Edit out background noise using iMovie. No clue. I guess I should look on YouTube, shouldn't I? Do you think? Anyway, I'll see you soon for some more randomness. Bye everyone.